Hey, let me hear that whole Jeff.
It's the intro part. Beat by Jeff. The number dudes. But I'm right uno. AK with me. New money game. Kill with me. Take one.
Off the Wall podcast, dopest podcast of the century. I'm your host, Meech.
It's your boy Draco.
Yeah. Here we go. It's only us two today, bro. Sorry about that. That's our plumbing. But yeah, back to it. Sorry, a couple of our hosts are not here today.
It's all right,
we got
guys.
2 men down. Mike couldn't be here today.
Hey, but we got the guys with the opinions today, though.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so now that ASTROWORLD's been out for a week, I feel like we can officially give a review or kind of give our thoughts more on it.
Right.
My main question to you was, do you think throughout the whole album it was a cohesive project?
Oh yeah, it definitely had a theme. Do
you think he stuck to it throughout?
Yeah, definitely.
This is my opinion. I'd probably say after the 11th or 12th song, it wasn't like the songs were bad, but I didn't see the connection to the ASTROWORLD.
Right. Okay.
Some of them, they all had to me sonically.
It had a modern.
Sonically, it fit the theme. The whole album, I was like, all right, all these beats, I could see how they all kind of go together, because they all had this atmospheric, spacey vibe, Travis always does.
Then he was going for a theme park too, though.
Yeah, I kind of heard that on some songs, but that was more of the beginning, Sicko Mode. I'd say Stargazing probably felt that one felt like a roller coaster, bro.
Oh yeah.
To me, yeah, you start off to the top.
Yeah, bro, that was cool. I like that transition too. That transition was really nice.
So people are saying Sicko Mode is probably their favorite song, though.
Everybody, because Drake is on it, though. I mean, if you have Drake, if you're a good artist, a well-known artist, if you have Drake on it, you already know it's going to be getting the most radio time.
It'll at least get the most plays.
In a good amount of states, you know what I mean? Where Drake is popping.
All right, well, let me ask you this then. What's your favorite track?
Sicko Mode was cool. I'm not gonna lie. It too went mainstream though. You know what I mean?
It's not mainstream.
You right. But it's starting to get recognized as it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy now though. You know what? One thing I noticed.
Stargazing was cool though. I have to say.
You know the one crazy thing about Sicko Mode though that I noticed.
What?
Drake's talking about Xans too now.
Oh yeah, that's what
biggest rapper in the world, guys, talking about Xans.
Even I'm surprised.
This shit's gotta stop.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh crap! Sorry, I didn't play that. No, I was looking at the playlist for No Bystanders, bro, with Juice WRLD.
I like it. I wish Juice WRLD had a verse.
Juice WRLD, yeah, he always coming through on chorus though. You already, he's a chorus guy when it comes.
Not
to
personally,
but he really should have came through in a verse on this one. Hey. This was his type of song on here, especially how he freestyles, bro.
Hey, what up with that song in Nav and Gunna though?
Yeah, with the memes and stuff,
bro. You have to put a picture in. We always say this, but you have to put a picture in with the mics, the mic memes.
Let me see if I got one here.
Do you want to understand why?
Yeah, I really want to understand.
Well, because bro, you couldn't tell how far back in the beat he was. He sounded so distant.
I didn't notice that until I started reading.
He's
the memes,
screaming from a cave. That's what it sounded like, bro. He's lost in a cave,
yeah.
Screaming for help. You can't hear him on the song.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I didn't notice that though. I thought that was they did that on purpose.
People were saying, bro, it was like a Barbie mic. They said he was using a Barbie mic.
No, they say he had he was using he was in a studio with the mattresses and stuff on the side. What's up? Yeah, we had the mattresses on the side and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? He had the blow up mattresses and stuff. Yeah, I didn't really understand the whole premise until I seen those memes. I still didn't truly understand until people started
Well, yeah, it was just saying it was a sound quality issue. I think.
You think so?
I don't know how they got passed on ASTROWORLD. Honestly,
they be having professionals go through their stuff. Though.
Yeah, Mike Dean mixed the album and he didn't notice there was something wrong with the verse.
You think it was on purpose though? You think it was on purpose?
No, it sounded bad, bro. I can't. Most of the time, you could defend it somewhat. This shit's not defendable.
Right? It's not artistic meaning behind it.
It's not the song ended, so Nav was going quieter as the beat went out.
Right.
No, he was quiet the whole way through, sounding like he was whispering his verse.
For real though, I didn't. Like I said, I thought that was on purpose for the longest time. I really did.
But if we were talking about the best tracks though, I'd say Stargazing was probably my favorite track.
Oh, yeah.
Stargazing. I love the hook. I love the beat on it. The first half is probably one of my favorite.
Yeah.
And then Stop Trying to Be God, bro.
Stop trying to be God.
Yeah.
What about Coffee Bean?
No.
Coffee
I like Coffee Bean.
Yeah.
But do you know all I know you know all the features are unlisted. But
yeah, I hate that, but I love it.
On Stop Trying to Be God, I looked it up.
Who's on that?
Who's on? James Blake. And Stevie Wonder's on the.
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, dude, he's on the freaking harmonica.
Oh, dang.
I was like,
wow.
bro, why would Travis have someone on the harmonica?
Right.
It had to be Stevie Wonder. So I looked it up. It was Stevie
Wonder,
Wonder,
you
bro.
Knew though. That's crazy. Because everybody's. What? Keep talking.
No, I'm sorry.
I was about to go to a different song. Like.
No, I was just saying. Pretty much, harmonica is one of Stevie Wonder's like trademark instruments he played. Right. And piano also. But I don't really hear harmonica get used that much unless it is Stevie.
Oh, yeah.
Like Drake had Stevie on one of his older songs that was on Take Care.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. Take Care was a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was on that too. So every time I hear harmonica now, I'm like, that's got to be Stevie Wonder.
What about 5% Tint?
I like that one. That one's deep in bass.
Yeah.
That sounds like another theme park song.
Right.
Like I could see it being at like a circus.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
now, do you think it could be album of the year? I know it's 1 week.
It definitely has potential because it has everybody's rocking with it. Not really a lot of. I haven't really heard too many no negative things about it.
I'm really liking
other
it.
than the obviously the Nav.
I'm really liking Denzel Curry's album too.
I haven't really heard it. I don't know why.
It's dope. It's a lot of bangers, and then he has the first side was really versatile. It was.
Did you say it was 2 sides?
3.
3 sides. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was thinking 3, but I was like, man, that might be a different.
And then I thought it was gonna be a problem with length, and then it came out. There's only 4 songs on each side.
Right.
One has 5, so overall it's 13 songs.
Yeah.
So not that long of an album.
Right.
But all of them, there was no bad songs on that one.
Right. Yeah, I believe.
So, but my thing is, people are so ready to just put every album up against each other. It's it's not time yet. We gotta wait till around wintertime.
Yeah, let them soak in.
Wintertime,
and digest it. You're
really supposed to look at the year in music at the end. It's it's overall.
And that's when you really be like, damn, that was the good one.
People get too caught up in first week hype.
Right.
Like Scorpion, I mean, it's still doing numbers, don't get me wrong. But is that going to live on for years? Is that going to be one of Drake's Take Cares?
Remember some song. I feel like the songs on there, definitely a lot of, I'm upset that left a mark in the industry.
Will leave a mark in 10 years.
Just because of the controversy all behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but will it leave a mark, musically, people are going to start going that way for music?
Probably not. That minimal, you talking about that minimal rap type vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Drake made it. Drake took it very basic on this album.
Oh yeah, definitely. He didn't really put
too
much thought into
it. I'm not saying he didn't put thought.
I liked it though. He had a message because each thing he said meant something. That's what I liked about the album. You know what I mean? He was can't split 50-50 with no hoe. That, he was speaking what was going on, you know what I mean?
Drake keeps it so honest to himself that I guess people relate to it, but I mean, he says, like I said, it's very basic. If most people agree with that sentiment, you're not gonna split 50-50 with somebody you don't love. I mean, if she's a hoe, you're not splitting 50-50 with her.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you 20% of this shit. You getting some breadcrumbs.
You ain't getting nothing, bro.
I'm throwing change at you. That's about it.
This dick. Sorry, no. Yeah, that's about
it.
Dick. Yeah, but dude, I don't know if you're saying if it's gonna really change anything.
ASTROWORLD, I feel has a better chance, but it's more of what Travis has done. But I don't know. It didn't seem like a normal trap album.
Right. I feel like the YG's album, man. His West Coast vibe in the West Coast culture. I feel like his albums are definitely gonna change something. His music in the West Coast, culture. I don't know.
I haven't.
He's going with you can definitely go. He's going for a West Coast, beat lyrically. You know what I mean?
I get that. Yeah.
Sound. You know what I mean?
My question.
But he's doing his own
So is he staying to that same formula? Because I didn't listen to it yet. I still only heard Still Brazy.
He is still like on Still Brazy. If you like Still Brazy, you're definitely gonna Stay Dangerous. You know what I mean? He definitely is keeping with that West Coast vibe.
No, but when I heard Handgun, that kind of threw me off.
Dude, you already know.
I'm sorry. It sounded too jokey. His voice was weird. He's
yeah,
in the video, he's
I already know people is gonna
bro,
react that way though.
In the video, I was laughing my ass off. He was like bobbing his head. He was like talking to the sergeant. He's like, "Rubber, bro, she sucked my nuts. I don't eat the butt." Like, why is he saying that to his soldier? Bro, I don't eat the butt.
I don't know, bro. YG's that dude, bro. Like, it's like you can't really like
okay, YG.
Like YG had this saying like, whatever people do, I don't do. Like basically saying like he's an original dude. Like this, like in the meme, like it was like in a meme format, but like it was like literally him dressed up in like plaid. He had denim shorts on and some dress shoes.
Oh, I remember that picture.
Like, bro, he didn't have like no shirt on. He had like all his tattoos showing. Like I'm like, dude, he
don't care.
How he dressed kind of explained what he said. Like what people do, I don't do.
Like I'll dress however I want. And I'll fight you if you say something.
You know, like that's me. If you don't like it, so what? You know. Yeah. Like that's what I respect YG off that one. You know, that's a good quote to me.
So you'd say that's up there too. Like that's gonna change some stuff for the West Coast.
Stay Dangerous, or like just YG in general.
I mean, YG's already made an impact on the West Coast, but definitely. This album in particular, do you think that more of the West Coast guys are gonna go?
Yeah. Everybody gonna. Yeah, everybody gonna. I mean, it's for everybody. You know,
it's for everyone.
Yeah.
See, I've always thought of YG as like more of like a coastal. Like it depends where you're at.
It's definitely for the West Coast people. For the
I mean,
West
you can
Coast
enjoy
people.
it if you're
for sure.
out here.
But if you're from the East,
you can enjoy it out here, but it's not the same.
Exactly. You know, it's not the same, bro. I feel like if you were listening to the West Coast area, like actual like Compton, like I feel it would be so much like deeper. I bet. You know,
people would be looking at you like, "Hey, I see what up."
Right. But I feel like even Blood or Crip, I feel like people like respect. I feel like people respect YG either way, cause like. Isn't that like how it is like in the rap game? Like Blood or Crip, like they're not really respect like that for real. Yeah. Like they all respect each other, you know.
J-Rock said that before. I mean, like shit, people in TDE, they're a mixture.
Yeah, they're pretty mixture,
Bloods and Crips.
It's pretty confusing if you're not a part of that scene though, because
but here's the thing, when
you'd
you're
be
in the
like,
rap game,
I thought these guys was like beefing, but they really cool with each other. Some of them.
The thing with the rap game though is a lot of the time, even if it is beef, it's not real. It's behind the scenes.
Right.
They want to connect and make interest in both of their markets. So, sometimes it's in the best interest of the fight.
Yeah.
So, but in the rap game, when it comes to like, just beefing over colors, they don't really do that anymore. They don't do that no more. Right. Yeah. No one wants to lose their life.
They snatching chains. They doing
people learn from Tupac and Biggie. They don't color bang no more. They don't. I mean, that's not entirely what the problem was. But
because I don't know.
It was different in the 90s for sure.
It was way deeper, you know.
Way deeper.
Like
yeah.
When
it came to gang.
If you wasn't repping nothing, you had to wear black.
Yeah. Now you can at least go down the street in some different colors. At least you can go down the street in some different colors now. Yeah.
But like, nah, bro. Like, I don't know. Like I was watching, what's this Netflix series called Rapture. Since we still talking about the rap thing, I was watching. That's a pretty good show if you want to get like.
Oh, I've seen
it's about the grind.
I saw a couple episodes. Yeah,
yeah, like Logic.
I saw Logic on it. Didn't they have KRS-One?
Yeah, they had Nav Davies, Nas, Logic. Obviously, they have G-Eazy on there. I haven't seen it yet.
It's more about the come up.
Yeah, 2 Chainz. They're talking about like basically like the whole culture and stuff behind it. You know, like. Basically, like what they like their whole come up, what they've been through, their childhood and stuff like that.
I like always finding out some backstory about the artist.
You learn. You kind of learn through your path. Like if you're like one of those type people that's going through that.
Kind of learning more about like everybody in the scene because since we started doing this, I've been paying more attention. I've had my eye more onto what's going on.
Definitely.
I've just noticed, that a lot of these people, they don't. Hold up.
You too?
I had a cough, sorry.
Yeah.
But most of them, they're already only worried about what's going on in their circle anyways. So why? So they're gonna, just talk about what's going on with them. But a lot of the music, they don't even talk about it anymore. Like 21's one of the I can think of. He actually talks about what's going on in his life, the struggle part. Like Logic, I mean, he talks about it in his music, but
he's more into like the mental health nowadays.
Mental health, yeah, but like looking back on his old music, he talked about more of his struggle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like more of the personal because when you just try to make it about everyone, you're gonna kind of come off as you're just trying to please everybody.
Yeah, that's what
when you're not even coming from that aspect. You can't.
No, but the thing is though, with Logic though, he was basically using that to like to kind of get him to come up in the game. Like the mental health was like what he really wanted to focus on because that's what he said, because that's what he went through as a like back in the day, you know, like he was going through a lot of anxiety and depression. I don't know about depression, but anxiety was like he said his biggest thing.
Yeah, a lot of
anxiety is a big thing. He really wanted to tackle that one because that's the thing that's like really hurting people, you know. Like
I think that's
like,
kind of what
I
was
letting people grow, you know.
That's what I was kind of trying to get
from growing.
I think that's what I was trying to get at, kind of like a lot of looking at all these celebrities. All of them have some type of addiction or mental health. You know, it's not. Mm-hmm. It's not for everybody to want to be this famous.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Like you have to have something in you that makes you different.
Yeah,
you really
do though.
That's
you
why
can't just be a normie and want to be famous.
That's why I want when you were talking about Rapture, I'm gonna probably go watch that now.
Yeah,
because
you learn a lot.
I like to learn the formula.
Yeah,
because I like, you know, at some point I hope the shit blows up.
I really do too. You know,
so learning any type of knowledge or information about it that I can is perfect.
Yeah, like honestly, when you're in our shoes, like trying to like build a brand, they always say like try to learn from the best, you know, like try like what you said, learn the formula.
Be nice if we could meet them,
grapes,
but,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Watching their videos is cool too.
No, watching their videos you can learn just as much, you know. It's crazy, you know. We have like these, like last time I said, we were talking about last time, we got these phones, man. We got to use them to our exposure, you know.
They can, but like I said, too many people misuse them, and they're not even at this point. They've really disconnected us from the real world.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Just like DMT.
Oh, DMT. What
I
about
heard
it?
you been like, I heard you. Remember you was telling me like you've been getting hip to some new facts.
Well, like I've said multiple times, I like to just learn. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying at any time I'm gonna do this because I'm just letting you guys know. I mean,
it's interesting. You know.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, it comes from. It's produced in pretty much a lot of the living things.
Stuff.
Yeah, I mean. Any plant, like anything from pretty much the environmental world, like you think about root barks, a lot of different type of plants. There's a bunch of websites you could actually go to and find all of these different type of plants that contain this molecule DMT. That I think I've said this before on here, but it gets released when you die. Like this molecule in your brain, and that's why the near-death experiences to me are so interesting. Because I think personally,
they think
it's
that's
just a
bright
trip.
light.
I think you're tripping.
That's what they think. That's actually a theory. They say the bright light is just a trip from the DMT in your head, which basically you're kind of getting high in a way. That's why you can't move or something like that. You know what I mean?
But yeah.
It's crazy, you know. It
is
deeper.
crazy. I was reading a book about a DMT, the spirit molecule. This guy Rick Strassman wrote. Joe, I don't know if you saw the Netflix special, but Joe Rogan also he was like the narrator of this documentary about it. You know, a lot of people have life-changing experiences on it.
Yeah,
it can literally take you to somewhere else. Like you're not here. You know, ego death is a big part of this experience. Like you lose touch of. I don't know if you know what ego death is, but you pretty much lose touch of.
Never heard of it.
You lose touch of kind of what you are.
Reality?
Like, know, not reality, just we're all, at the end of the day, we're all people. Like, what makes my experience so different? Like, I'm just losing such sense of who Jacob is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I did it, I probably would forget that I'm here.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be this different experience that takes you, and people explain it as like some of the most beautiful things they've ever said. You know, they're the most welcoming people.
Sometimes you can see dark stuff though. It all depends on like the vibe I think that you're like in though. You know, when
that goes with people.
Or
your brain's gonna show. Your brain is gonna show you what's going on
in
your head at that type of point. That's your brain trying to express through some type
of
what's
going on.
Kind of in a way like like people see entities in these hallucinations.
Okay.
And a lot of they tell them sometimes they can't speak to them verbally, but they, in some weird way, they can vocalize with these beings that are in this world with them. And a lot of the time they'll tell them, dude, the shit you're doing on the outside is stupid.
It's kind of like an in between.
Like you got to understand, like. Yeah, I would explain it kind of. It feels like purgatory. A lot of people have explained
it. You're in between. You're not like in reality, but you're not out of reality.
You don't know
you're in reality.
You think you're dead sometimes. That's what people sometimes describe it as.
Okay.
But like I was trying to say with the entities, they'll say you're fucking up, and you really reevaluate it because you know,
start actually thinking back, and people like you said, will actually change their lives off this stuff.
You know, yeah, it's not something you would probably do more than once or twice. This is not a drug. To me, this is something that can cure people of a lot of things.
Depression,
anxiety. It depends on how you go into the experience, what you want from it.
It all depends on, you gotta obviously do your research.
Dude, if you go into that, like, if you go in trying to think you're going to have fun on DMT, you're stupid as fuck.
It's not,
I'm sorry.
It's not for that, you know?
I'm sorry.
It's literally
people
not.
go into stuff ignorant a lot of the time. No research or anything. Like,
right.
That would be, like I'm saying, like, people, like, do heroin. They just, weed's not good enough anymore. Let me just shoot up this heroin.
I never understood that type of thinking, though, to where you can go from weed to heroin.
No. Now, what do you think about this whole DMT thing? Because you're one of these people who you wouldn't personally do psychedelics, but do you think that someone comes off crazy talking like that? Because I haven't even done it, but honestly, I think it is something that could help people.
I'm the type of person, basically, like, it's not my cup of tea, but, like, I find it interesting, like, when other people do it, I'm not gonna look down on you. Basically, like, you know, it's cool that you do it.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing to me. It really isn't. Honestly, it's just not me. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like if you teach his own. You know,
teach his own, and you never know. People change through life. I mean, something could, try drastically change, and you want to look on. You want some insight on your life, because that is one of the main things about psychedelics is it can give you a whole different perspective. Like, you have, like, this normal perspective of everything right now. Mm-hmm. Imagine everything just 180s.
Right.
Like, you think the stuff that matters now, it don't matter. Right. Like, the technology and shit has been made all by people, and it's not really a thing like that we started off with. It's not really. It's not a need. We want this, and that's why we have all of it.
Exactly. It's just distractions.
It's distractions in life, and that's why a lot of the time people get. They suppress emotions, and that's why when they take it, they're not ready.
Yeah.
Because then it shows you your true colors and what you need to work on. But everyone wants to just look at their phone and just forget about all that.
Oh, yeah.
For 30 minutes,
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like...
But yeah, dude, all this happens in 10 minutes. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Isn't that the craziest part of it?
The whole thing literally is like a 10-minute trip.
People said the hardest thing about all of it is smoking it.
But I never really, like, you never really hear nobody really, like, saying, like, oh, I need to bum me some DMT, bro. You know, like, people are not using it, like, for fun. You know, this is the actual, like, life-changing experience.
Like,
that's what they say.
Like, in the Spirit Molecule book, they were talking about ayahuasca, and that's... What's that? DMT is it's almost like a soup of psychoactive chemicals, and DMT is one of the main properties in it.
Okay.
But the difference is, in ayahuasca, you drink it. DMT, you're supposed to smoke.
Oh, okay.
But this ayahuasca trip can last you a day, and you'll be... Wow. But it's a way completely different thing. People don't have a good time on it at all. You could go through hell, but sometimes that's what people really need. They really need to address their issues. Like, people will say they go there and they got raped. And when they came back from the experience, they weren't, like, over it, but they, had come to settle with all the emotions inside from it. It's a life-changing compound.
Right.
And you don't got to want to do it, but it's an option. It's out there, guys.
Yeah. Honestly.
You could just stick to mushrooms if your guys are pussies.
Seriously. What about, like, what's the difference between, like, okay, so psychedelics...
I'm speaking out of my ass a little bit because I haven't done it, like I said, guys.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, but, like, what's the difference between mushrooms and DMT trip, like?
From what I've heard?
Yeah.
Okay, mostly just body feeling, head feel. I mean, dude, DMT, you're blasted off into this other world, bro.
Yeah, I heard,
It's like you smoking and instantly, boom, you're gone. Mushrooms, you're more of just you're in a different state. That's basically how people explain it. Real giggly, like you're laughing. It's a way easier,
okay,
like intense trip.
Okay, and then just freaking, that's crazy, bro. It honestly is, because they have, I don't know, there's places where you can just buy it.
Amsterdam, that's about it.
Amsterdam, it's like you can just buy that stuff, like, recreationally.
No, I think we talked about it a little bit.
What?
But yeah, Amsterdam's pretty much, you can go and get anything there, bro.
Honestly.
Amsterdam's like, all right, we have no restrictions and no rules. That's kind of like your little example of, how I always talk about They just need to like lift, need to lift the bans on some law a little bit. Amsterdam's kind of showing you what it's like for that, because cannabis legal.
It's kind of like a
cannabis. It's like you go to a little bar.
Yeah.
It's not like anything big,
People literally just sitting there chilling. Like it's no crime. Everybody's just chill there.
Well, I need to do more research into that. I don't know how Amsterdam really is, but
I heard Amsterdam is it's really chill. Obviously.
I feel like U.S. probably is the most uptight about everything.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
no.
Other than like Cuba and shit.
Fucking it's places where you can if you get caught with a gram of weed.
And no North Korea. Death. I'm not talking about Korea either. No Korea. No fucking Cuba. I mean, I'm saying if we went to UK or something.
UK.
The UK, or if we went to Spain, or went to Jamaica.
Right.
I feel like
Jamaica's legal.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, well, at least on weed.
Oh, okay.
You can get it for dirt cheap there. Good stuff.
It's literally dirt. All right, fuck it. We're just throwing it away, guys. Here,
people
just
are
have
smoking
it.
weed like crazy out there, though. You can literally
Bob Marley,
get weed
baby.
for super cheap.
People are still living on in Bob Marley's legacy down there.
The Rasta. They use the Rastafarians use weed in their the religion. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
That's the whole culture.
That's another thing about the psychedelics, bro. Is that
Rastafarians?
Well, not for the Rastas, but a lot of people are starting to believe that there's when people saw Jesus in that burning bush.
In a burning bush.
You remember in that book where. Well, in the book, the fucking Bible.
Yeah.
Some bystanders, I guess, were out in the desert and they saw the burning bush, and Jesus Christ himself was, in the flame.
He was in the flame?
He was in the...
I'm not really too familiar on the Bible because
I just looked into this last night, like I was saying. Joe Rogan was explaining now they're starting to believe that whatever plant that was out in the desert could have contained DMT, and that's maybe why.
DMT?
Yeah, and maybe that's why he saw Jesus out there.
Because the fumes was getting in the
air. It's very easily.
The fumes was getting in the air, probably.
If you you think about it like this, a man floating in the sky and a woman that had a baby and never had sex, does that sound like something that actually happens? That's a psychedelic thing.
I always freaking
I don't really want to get into the Bible talk, but
I get what you mean.
It seems very psychedelic. It seems like something that doesn't seem real.
Right.
Not real,
but
all I'll say is I believe in an entity that started all this. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep it simple,
Yeah.
I like to keep it simple. I do believe it's something that started this.
I keep it simple.
I like to believe.
I like to believe in love for everyone.
Those stories, man, just don't be seeming I need more facts. It all just seems like a guy just kind of wrote this shit.
I've always told people, man, just enjoy your life for what it is now, and just go through it, trying to do as much as you can.
Make your moves
as much as you can. Appreciate it as much as you can. Appreciate the people as much as you can. And we don't really know what's gonna happen after this, because. I mean, it could be almost like the DMT thing. You could go and you're in like a purgatory type thing where everything's beautiful and you'll feel one with the universe.
Right.
Or it could be you're in the ground. You just don't know.
Dark.
You'll never
know.
You
don't even know if you're dead or not.
You'll never know, man.
That's what really scares me, bro. Because you're I don't know how you don't know how it's gonna be when you leave this earth. You don't know if it's just gonna be lights out. You don't even know if you're just gonna die. If it's what is it like, bro?
That is
the ultimate question in life. What is it like? What is life after death? What happens? Do you just get reborn instantly?
Honestly, I think if God is real, that would be everyone's first question. What happens after I die? That would be everyone's question.
But then again, obviously, it's gonna be if God is real, if God was real, let's say he is real. If you were to ask him that, do you think there is do you think he's actually keeping our souls up there with him? You know what I mean? Is it people still living up there with him, or is he just by himself? You know what I mean?
That's a good question, man.
What do you think?
Personally, if you ask me, I don't know. I think we could go to this different realm because we've explored the whole thing with parallel universes and stuff.
Right.
We really don't know. And like I was telling you earlier, even on Earth, there's these different spectrums of reality that we don't even really think about.
Right.
Like I told you, the plants and stuff, you don't even really think about that. The tree's alive too, man. Mm-hmm. It's growing out of the ground, the roots and stuff. The microscopic level where it's the shit you can't see, but that's the bacteria that can get you sick and all that.
Yeah.
And, you don't even think about that on a day-to-day basis.
You
but
really
if you
don't.
had a microscope, you'd
past
see it. It's there, but
they
you
have
can't
cells.
Yeah,
Different cells.
What
they have
is there
cells.
saying that if we die, we just don't go to this realm we can't see right now? That's why I believe ghosts could be possible.
That's what I'm saying, like spirits and stuff. But like, there's this actual theory that I love to believe, bro.
Okay, what is it?
My friend Esteban, shout out Esteban. I'm not sure how right I'm gonna be on this, but like he told me this story. Like he read a book. He said it like this is a pretty cool theory, like to believe what happens when you die. Okay. So basically, I'm not sure how right I'm gonna get this, but he said basically I have to do some more research on my own.
Yeah,
and then bring it back on the podcast.
Okay,
we'll go deeper on it. But
but just tell me the story.
He was like talking about basically like saying, like basically we're basically using up all the lives on Earth basically until the Earth ends.
Runs out of bodies?
Yeah, runs out of bodies on Earth. No, until like it ends, you know what I mean? Until like Earth ends. So basically our souls are recycling. It's cells on the Earth, right? This is like a theory that he read, like a guy studied this shit.
Does he I'm sorry.
So like and like basically after when Earth ends, all the souls on that Earth, we all become our own gods at the end.
So we have our own universe?
Yeah, we basically are our own gods, our own universe. Because basically, life is basically is basically school.
So we are becoming God.
Yeah.
In this process.
Yes, this is our process. This is like our trial of like life decisions, we're basically gaining all our wisdom right now.
I wonder who
to start our own planets.
I wonder who the fuck's controlling like our world right now.
You know,
it's probably like someone we never expect. Like it's someone who's with us right now, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's fucking controlling us.
No.
He's the fucking.
No one's gods right now. None of us are gods right now. I'm talking about when our Earth ends. When
I got you. Okay,
that's when we're gonna be gods. But like, it's basically saying like
we're
gaining all our knowledge right now, all our wisdom, to pass it on to more life.
Dude, some of these assholes are gonna be terrible gods, bro. Imagine.
No, but that's the thing, though. That's the other interesting. We've all in this theory, we've all lived good and bad.
So it's kind of like a reincarnation type thing as well.
Type thing, basically. We've all lived good. We've all lived animal lives. Everything.
I believe that as well. I think we've been through cycles.
I feel like we definitely.
Like, I don't know.
I want to believe. You know.
I'm sorry.
No,
but
yeah.
I wonder right now, like, what's gonna end the civilization, like, right now? Because I believe personally, we went through cycles before, like.
Oh, you think those people before us?
Yeah, they're
definitely.
Like it was a clean slate. You know, like the dinosaurs when they got wiped out. I feel like that was the last time there was a major extinction. I mean the Ice Age too as well, right. But really, I mean we've been around for 2,000, you know, way longer than that technically, but fucking millions of years.
Yeah.
When is this Earth finally just gonna give out on us?
But like, you know, it's another like honestly, but like it's a crazy thing that they think that primates are in their stage of like they think that the primates right now, like all the monkeys, not hippos, monkeys, gorillas, and all the apes, they think that they're in the Stone Age right now, basically like how we were when we were like.
So it could be possible like when we get wiped out, they could be the next ones,
or like they. You know what I mean? Planet of the Apes, but like that's just so funny shit.
Oh God, bro! If they fucking took over.
No, but it's like, it's kind of interesting to think about because like they could be honestly walking beside us one day, like far in the future. You know,
evolution's a crazy process, bro.
We can have ape steps brothers. That can be like the norm. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like spitballing.
Depending on how life is and like, amounts of years.
Because like our environment changes all the time. That's why it's so hard to make medicine because our environment's always changing and evolution. You know?
How long did you read anything about maybe how long it would take for them to reach our status?
Well,
like millions of years or
dude, we're not even like considered an intelligent race yet. We have millions of years.
I know you're
become an intelligent race. Like
I know your process of thinking like you saying intelligent races we can build our own universe.
We're intelligent.
But technically I don't think the only way to create a universe right now in theory is a black hole.
No, but yeah, I know.
So how the fuck are we gonna ever become an advanced species?
No,
that's impossible.
When we become an advanced species, we're gonna be able to take energy and make whole planets.
That's what I'm saying. The only way right now you can do that is from black hole. That's the only way universe get created is the black hole fucking creates the universe.
We'll be able to make whole like
planets.
Shells.
I got what you're saying, like, but dude, they're already working on bringing back dinosaurs. I think that's pretty much if we bring back a dinosaur, bro. That's ridiculous. We've recreated reincarnation.
But if you think about it, it's so much easier to like bring back life like
is
organically.
it when they're dead?
I'm talking about organically compared to like
mean,
bring it like actually getting energy because it's already been done. Bring it back alive.
Yeah, I know they brought back
you know
clones. Like they brought back like sheep and shit.
I'm not saying it's easy, but like it's easy for them.
Well, actually, it's different though because right now they've only brought back species of animals that are still around.
Right.
Like the genetic patterns for a dinosaur that's a million years old. How the fuck are they gonna get any type of DNA off of it? It's all bone.
They have DNA from like bone. They have like bone,
like the woolly mammoth. They found a preserved woolly mammoth, so they're gonna probably be able to do something.
That's what I'm saying.
The dinosaurs, I think it's gonna be harder.
But like really, the ultimate question is like, should we even have the power to like bring back life? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't want dinosaurs back because dude, it's gonna be fucking bad news.
It's not even that.
A T-Rex is gonna get out and we're fucked.
No, it's not. I highly doubt it'll get that bad because the thing about Hollywood makes humanity look like retards.
They would make They would make a real life Jurassic Park. They would make all them dinosaurs and make a real life Jurassic Park.
We'll kill the thing before it walks or like even like thinks about eating one of us. You know what I mean?
True.
But like that's like the ultimate question that's been going around when it comes to this our argument. Like, should we even like be playing around with this type of stuff?
What do you think? Because if you think we're our own gods, what would be the issue?
It's okay. Obviously, we're opening doors. Basically saying we're really opening doors when it comes to like bringing back this type of stuff. Because like, think about it. We're bringing back woolly mammoths. Pretty soon, we're going to be able to bring back way more if we keep on, expanding on our knowledge on this type of like science. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, if you think about it, it could get dangerous. I'm not sure how deep it'll go. I'll have to do more research, but like it could go deeper like than people think. You know,
I feel like sometimes, like, our advances in technology is great, but sometimes we poke the throttle too much, man. Like I don't really want something to be back that isn't naturally supposed to be back. That's like a zombie. Like you're bringing back a zombie, man.
Right, in a way.
And then the way with technology, I mean, people keep going with the virtual reality. Like I've always said with the virtual reality, it's gonna get scary to a point where, dude, I feel like, and I don't know how long this whole process will take, but you can almost live a whole life and it's all fake, virtual reality.
Right.
Like you might not even have a real life.
Right, we could be in a virtual reality. People think we're in a virtual reality.
I'm not saying right now. I'm saying this could be a thing in the future.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't know. I don't know. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, there's a whole people believe that.
We can't even get to fucking different universes. But how the fuck are they gonna make how are they gonna make up our whole life?
Yeah, but like no, like there's actually like a theory saying like the way they think humanity is gonna end is basically because we basically advance way too much.
Oh, dude.
So we basically don't have like once we stop advancing, it's like what's the point no more? You know what I mean?
We're
basically gonna be artificial intelligence.
No, when artificial intelligence becomes like where it can start thinking for itself in its life,
that's when it's going to be dangerous.
I feel like that could be the big downfall of humanity.
Dude, there's a computer right now.
Because we're so dependent on it right now. What if like all the machines became intelligent for themselves and they just formed a riot, right? And this phone just shot out something. Dude, you're fucking its lead robot now. You're a robot now too.
Bro?
Yeah,
you just transform your face, start humping your face.
Dude, the people thinking that we're talking shit. Dude, I'm
no,
telling
like
you,
not
in our lifetime. Yeah. Not in our lifetime, guys. We're talking about future way ahead of time.
We think the bigger picture on Off the Wall Productions. Okay, we really do think outside the box when we talk.
Yeah, man. Like,
sorry about that. It's just how we do things.
After learning about DMT, it made me think like, dude, my life isn't the only thing that matters. You know, like I got this body for this amount of time,
right?
But I should worry about the shit that's gonna happen to my grandkids and my grandkids' grandkids.
You gotta worry about yourself so you can
you need to worry about your family tree.
Yeah, your family tree. Make sure you're doing good.
Yeah, like people are. It's cool to be self-indulged in yourself.
Yeah.
But when it becomes to the point where it's all about me, and you can't help out, you can't worry about your family and stuff and what they're going to go through. So many people just say, I don't give a shit what happens after I die.
Right.
Well,
that's crazy.
It's not really a good way to think about it because then when your grandkids are fucked and their life is over with.
I feel like once I actually start a family, I'll start to care more.
I will
definitely start to care. But people say it because they don't know them yet. Once you actually have them, bro, it's a whole different story. You're going to definitely start to care.
I don't have a kid either, but I understand once you have a kid, that's the most important thing in your life.
Exactly.
Your kid will become where you love that thing more than yourself.
Right. People, it kind of makes me sick when people say that. Like, you're gonna change your whole way of thinking, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not ready for a child, but dude, when you're ready, a child can be the most beautiful thing in your life.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But people having kids at 18, 16,
it's crazy.
They end up resenting.
I gotta get my money up first, bro.
Yeah,
about
dude.
that move. That's a
these
big
dads
move.
resent their
That's
baby
a
mamas
bold-
and their kids
That's
because
such a bold move.
yeah. But these dudes resent their baby mamas and their kids because they had a kid too early.
Honestly.
And the mom sometimes does too, but like, I feel like once the mom is like pregnant, she's like, all right, I'm willing to accept it in my life, you know?
Right.
Because I don't know how the abortion numbers are right now, but dude, it's crazy how it was becoming like a big thing. Everyone just wanted to get rid of their kid.
I respect the moms that actually like.
You think so? It's a choice. I believe it is a choice.
No, I respect the moms that keep the baby. You know, I'm not trying to say I don't respect.
I'm not calling him a murderer. I'm not calling him a murderer or nothing. It's just like it's weird to me.
I don't honestly. Either way, it's not really my choice. That's the. I feel
I'm a
like
man.
it's pro-choice. You know, you should. Be able to
It's my
choose.
thing. I'm a man.
Because honestly, in my opinion, depending on the situation, it's really not bad. The what's it called? Abort. It's not really necessarily a bad thing, but not a good thing at the same time. It's either way. Either way, you're killing something.
I mean,
but it's like it all depends on the situation. You know what I mean? Like it really does.
We look at murder, so we look at it as like murder, but like, what about when a woman has a miscarriage? She can't control that.
Yeah.
I mean, pro-choice should be available because we have our choices.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things like, you know, I think unless your mom chooses at birth, you have the option to get your dick circumcised or not.
Right.
Like, not trying to get too rated R, but like, yeah, you have whatever's on your body. You have the choice to keep it or not.
Right.
Pretty much. Like even like you know, amputation. If you're like your fingers dangling, they'll ask you, "What do you want us to do with it?"
I want to keep it in a jar.
Dude, I'm gonna have this bitch floating in my fucking den to remind me. Like our friend. You already know who I'm talking about, but our friend's dad, he's missing a couple fingers. I feel like he has them in a jar. Yeah. I feel like he fucking has them on his nightstand. Yeah. Mr. J wakes up in the morning, he fucking
cigarettes. Salad.
Like he names his fingers because they're his friends. He's like,
know what he's talking about.
Dude, he's naming his fingers like his friends. He's like, "How you doing, Dave?"
He just be keeping his shit in his. He don't be doing.
Fucking rubs it once in a while. He's like, "I remember when you were still on, buddy."
It's horrible, bro.
But dude, like but they probably gave him the option unless like he lost him from something else.
Bro, what do they do with amputee? Like what do they do with that shit?
The limbs?
They just throw it away, like
the limbs. Like if they have to cut them.
Yeah, do they just
throw them away.
Just how? We just got like a little.
Obviously, it's like in the trash bin. Like you know, fucking. You just had your McDonald's in the wrapper and you fucking throw it in there. Yeah.
Dude, they just put in a little BioWare.
Or no, honestly, no. What they do is probably they hold on to it because somebody.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about limb.
What would that feel?
No, because sometimes when they do amputees and they try to put it on someone else, the body rejects it.
Yeah.
It's a foreign substance.
Because you can like put an actual arm back on another arm.
I believe so because
like,
they hold that like hearts. You know, like they do hearts surgeries.
So like second. Okay, imagine if you like. This is kind of off topic. But
off the wall,
like,
buddy.
Okay, imagine if like your arm got like amputee right here, right?
Yeah.
So like
from like your elbow.
Imagine if they like obviously if you lost it somehow, they replace it with another one, like somebody else's. Wouldn't it feel like so gross? Like that's somebody else's arm, bro.
Dude, like this guy just died and I have his arm on my. It's dude like
no, they didn't. I don't know.
Tell me why I feel like you would wake up and the arm like has a mind of its own. It fucking punches you in the face. Like bitch, wake up! I'm hungry. I'd rather have a. If it was me, I'd rather get like a prosthetic, like, you know, the 3D printers.
I don't think they do like.
They do 3D.
They transfer arms though.
3D printers. No, 3D printers. They can make you an arm.
No, amputee technology is like booming nowadays though. Like it's pretty expensive, but people somehow manage to afford it somehow.
So the amputee surgery is more popular than the 3D printed stuff.
Oh yeah, like okay, well, like you know the video game Metal Gear.
I would rather have a prosthetic.
Actually, fun fact: the video game Metal Gear Solid. They actually found because like the main character, he was like an amputee. He had like a robot arm. Mm-hmm. So they actually found the real amputee person to kind of like mimic a snake in real life because he had an amputee.
So his arm was
they
like
actually made him a
snake arm.
A snake arm, not like actual snake, but like you know, like you know, you played the games, right?
Like,
Snake.
Can you describe it for me?
Well, like he had like an arm, like an actual like.
It was an arm, but it
like
was
an
like
actual robot arm. It's pretty
oh,
dope.
I got you.
But,
I got you.
Like,
okay.
It was like his own version. It had like the all like the Metal Gear like logos and stuff on that thing. It was pretty dope, bro.
Dude. So like he had like his arm.
It was like
out.
it was like the hype of the game.
He lost
like
his arm, and it was just
because like the whole premise, because like Snake, the main character Snake, lost
Yeah.
his arm, and they gave him like a robot arm.
I know we were just talking about the video games, but actually my buddy Kane he hit me up about some stuff that was coming out for Comic-Con. I don't know. Did you keep up with anything of this year?
I never really caught up on comic. I kind of like
Never?
because like I remember
I like seeing previews for movies.
back in the day when I was like really trying to do game design and stuff. I was more kept up on it because like that was like it was like more of like that type of like. I don't know. I feel like I was more part of that scene, back in the day. Now I really don't keep up on like that. Like what's like new,
Okay, yeah. So he could tell me real quick. He told me actually there's a few movies coming out for DC. Obviously the Teen Titans Go.
Oh, okay.
Go to the movies.
Okay, I got you.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
And it's actually directed by this guy James Wan. He said, who's the guy who made the Saw movies. So. I'm honestly curious because this guy's done some. It looks like scary movies. He did Fast and Furious 7, but that's that's the only thing that it seems like he did that wasn't horror. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's damn.
It's gonna be probably a different type of different atmosphere.
I didn't know a horror movie actor or a director made of Fast and Furious.
Only the seventh one. Yeah, the seventh one.
But it was good though. That's a different change of pace.
So you could really tell the change of pace in the Fast and Furious.
Like, not talking about like for him, like he does horror. Yeah. He was way out of his like.
You have to be. You have to be careful. You have to be comfortable with it. Like you
got to be comfortable with your own craft. I feel like to be able to go out your element. Like
one of the main things I loved about the movie Get Out was Jordan Peele. Right? Is that his name? Jordan Peele. He only had a Key and Peele show before. He was a comedian.
The black dude.
Yeah, black dude.
Yeah.
He directed this movie, but it was based on his real life. Cause he dates a white woman or whatever. He's his wife.
So Get Out was based off like kind of like a real life.
Kind of like an experience based off.
He was like
an old girlfriend. Obviously not as far. Like he's getting fucking hypnotized and shit. He's not getting like hypnotized.
Oh, but it was crazy. Like
it was like they were racist, but like subtly, subtle racist.
But he kind of over exaggerated, obviously.
You have to make
cater to the audience.
You have to make it over the top for a movie.
Though. I still like good inspiration in my opinion.
I like diversity
takes, like,
and everything.
A subtle experience and. You got to cater to the audience, so you put some extra flair into it.
He like I was telling you the other time, he puts in like these. He was putting in subtle things that like people were conspiracizing over. Because
dude, my dog.
Is that a word?
No, my dog kept licking me. My bad.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering, is conspiracizing even a word? Because like when I said, I was like,
yeah,
that's
I heard
some bullshit.
That too,
but
yeah.
But dude, he went in, I guess, in fact, like trying to make it where you could puzzle in stuff before the movie was over.
Right.
That was what was interesting to me. Like you started to kind of catch on to the middle of the movie.
You really do though.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're being like. It's so crazy because like in the movie they're being like so nice about the racism,
Yeah, once the yard worker guy like started running at him, I was like, shit's going down. Oh yeah, like and then he goes in and talks to the mom. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I can't remember how they like marketed. Do you kind of like know what's going on when you first see the movie?
There was a preview.
Yeah, there was like a preview of him getting stuck, but
no, not in the movie. Technically, at the beginning, all that was playing was Childish Gambino's song Redbone.
Oh,
remember, like he was getting ready to go to the parents' house.
Yeah.
And all they were playing was Redbone, and I guess right away that's kind of subtle because like they're, I can't say the word, but they're creeping.
Yeah.
I can't say the N word, but whatever.
They
creeping on you. So like he basically like flipped kind of the song's meaning. Like these white people are after you. Like they just want you for your physical ability.
Right.
Because if you notice, like the N word was never said in the movie.
It really wasn't.
It was just like they wanted Chris for his body, his intangibles, because they were gonna steal his body.
Exactly.
Like that was just such a crazy movie to me. Like Jordan Peele,
you
deserve a Golden Globe for that
Shout
bitch.
Out,
I'm being serious.
Like that movie was like it was on everybody's radar to watch.
That was one of the more famous movies the last couple of years.
But Kaepernick. You told me you got more facts about that. Like,
oh, okay. So
really
you didn't know
like what's going on.
I know.
Like, so what's the whole what's going on for real? Like, why is everybody up his tail?
I mean, have you heard about the whole protest thing that he was doing a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Where like he knelt during the national anthem and
President
Trump tweeted at him, said he shouldn't have a job and all that.
Yeah.
So basically, it's been a couple years. Kaepernick still doesn't have a job, which is fucking ridiculous.
Dude, so he's like, has he been still getting like checks and stuff? Like,
no, he doesn't get no checks.
So he's like flat out broke.
I don't know, because he's right now he's pretty much like a social activist. He's getting probably money off of just supporting people.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways,
So wait, basically he got fired.
You know what's funny what's a funny fact that I found out? Kaepernick didn't even vote.
He didn't?
Nope.
Dang.
Didn't even vote.
He never wrote it, or just
no? He just didn't vote. He didn't vote on that the whole election process. But anyways, so in the song "Big Bank" by YG,
right?
Big Sean, shouted out Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I forget the complete line, but he said something about Kaepernick and in Madden 19, which is completely funded by the NFL and the NFL. Well, actually, EA Sports is the one who makes Madden, but NFL pretty much passes over on everything in the game. In that they bleeped out Kaepernick's name, a former NFL player.
Oh yeah.
Like in the game, like you couldn't even say his fucking name, like it was a cuss word.
That's crazy.
YG went on Instagram and he was mad as hell. Like nobody even got asked if it was okay that they bleeped that out.
Well, if they just bleeped it out like that, like,
nobody in either person's camp agreed to it.
They spitting dirt on his name out like off that, like. Or wasn't he like one of the greats? Like he was like actually like.
It's not that he was a great, but dude,
how they did him dirty. That's the whole thing.
He stood up for
what was right.
He stood up for something.
Yeah.
Well, technically he kneeled, but he kneeled down, to say I don't like what's going on with the country.
You shouldn't have to do.
There's a lot of shit going on. I mean, police brutality is one of the biggest issues in America.
I don't really understand why people don't really obey that law. Like you don't have to do the.
I'm on
Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm on his side. I'm on his side on that.
Definitely.
They even made it now where if you don't want to go out and do it, you have to stay in the locker room.
That's crazy.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because they won't even. So basically, you can't even protest.
It's more respectful to be on your knee than just not show up at all. At least you're there.
They'd rather you just sit in the locker room now.
At least you're
like,
not
dude, what?
Like that's.
But what do you think about the whole thing of them bleeping out his name? Like, is it completely unnecessary?
Do you think that's way unnecessary?
Do you also think that it's a business move? Like you're trying to say no one supports Kaepernick in the NFL?
Yeah, basically that's basically what they're trying to say. That they do not. That's basically a forbidden name. He's Voldemort in this situation. You know what I mean?
I don't watch Harry Potter, but shit.
Yeah,
I got you.
Not spoken. You know what I mean? Like he shouldn't like. He's probably not. His name's probably not allowed to be said in front of whoever's in charge.
And now like, Roger Goodell.
That's crazy.
That's the commissioner.
All over just him not wanting to say the pledge, which is
he didn't want
to me.
I mean,
and it's crazy how people think, bro.
He was getting death threats from it. Like people were like, "You fucking monkey! Like, why are you not standing up for your country?"
This is the reason why we're not standing up for it, because people like you.
Yeah, these racist.
This is the reason why
racist fucks are stuck in 1960.
Exactly.
They can't accept someone else's opinion. That's my thing. You don't have to agree with everyone, but dude, there's a way about going about it. You don't send threats to someone's house saying that they should burn in hell.
Exactly. This is the reason why. This is the reason why he kneeled, because people like the people that he got death threats from. Prime example.
No. Do I think they're gonna change? Do I think they're gonna change it and try to kiss up afterwards? The NFL probably will.
Probably.
They'll probably put his name back. They'll probably put his name back in it. But
they're not gonna feel good about it.
I don't feel good about it now. Because when they do it, it's going to feel like, well, bro, what was your point of even cussing out his name in the first place?
Keep it now. You already did it.
Yeah, it feels like you're fake apologizing. It feels like you're fake apologizing.
You're not going to really feel bad, What's the point if you're not going to really,
They thought it was going to be
remorseful.
Honestly, the NFL probably thought it was going to slide. They thought it was just going to go and no one was going to care. But obviously everyone did.
Dude, okay, why do everybody care, but yet they're all mad at him when he, you know what I mean? Or is this like a whole different group of people?
Different group. I'd say
two different groups.
I'd say mostly the right, right side.
Yeah, Republicans.
Republicans. The right side mostly is against them.
Fucking faggots.
I don't have a problem if you have that type of.
I don't have a problem with Republicans, but the extremists, bro, when it comes like the real
on either side, even leftists.
Yeah,
I get sick of these people.
Yeah, I really do.
Out here.
We should honestly just come as one, and just you know what I mean. It would be so much better.
It's like the Republican, the right side right now. They'll pretty much say whatever to piss people off or. To combat the other side, but the leftists, they pretty much are at the point where you can't say anything bad or constructive about anything, honestly, or they'll bash you. So right now,
it's all about independence.
People's opinions are at an all-time really fucked up.
The freaking Republicans seem like they're all just full of liars, though. Like, they all, like, they want you to see their views and only their views.
I think most people in the White House are liars.
Yeah, dude. I feel like, dude, it just needs to be some changes, Overall, like, we need to come as one.
Here's my thing.
See what doesn't work and see what does work.
I agree with
I don't know all the technical stuff.
Yeah, I agree with your change. I agree with the change theory.
Yeah.
But when you have this deeply rooted format and cycle that happens, like NASA.
So hard.
Like NASA. You know how NASA was faking some moon landings?
That's
why I don't believe some of the times when they say they've went and visited planets, because of this fact that what's changing the format of NASA now from back then? Nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe different people, but you don't think they're getting told the same stuff. It's going to take a while for people from NASA to really change.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a whole completely new group of people in.
Right.
Because there'll always be that guy ahead saying, hey, we're going to run shit the same way.
Like, basically in politics, we basically need more. I feel like we need more younger people. Not super young, obviously, but like youngish. The ones that's really starting to get some more knowledge in life. You know what I mean? Like about politics and all that, all like the stuff that's going on in our culture.
Do you have a certain age you think that it should be like they should change it to?
What's like the minimum age right now?
35.
35. I mean that's good.
Youngest.
We don't have like really any 35. I don't think they need to like lower it for real. But like, I mean, we could if we get some 20-year-olds in there.
I think it depends on the
not 20, but 20 like late 20s. I'm talking
I think
about,
it depends on the person running and their campaign.
Honestly, I feel like we shouldn't even put an age on it. We should just like.
I wouldn't listen to anybody younger than 22, 23 though.
I feel like we should like it should be like 25.
25.
I feel like
30.
25.
But even then, 35.
Because there's a lot of bright 25-year-olds.
I'll be honest though.
It really is, man.
I'll be honest though. There's a lot of 35-year-olds out there now, even now, that don't have their shit together.
There really isn't.
So it's like,
it's like
there's
really
no age restriction on anything.
It all depends on the person. There is actually a lot of 25-year-olds out there, I believe, that can change the world. You know what I mean?
Like, dude, we elected in. Like this formula of electing in these old fucking white guys, like
different
what?
Different views,
Not even that, dude.
Aren't
you worried about their health when they go into office? Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump could fucking keel over in his office at any time.
Stupid, bro. I get his face.
He's gonna have a heart attack in the office.
Honestly,
like bro,
like Bernie, bro, he was
like,
old.
I'm sorry, I can't hire you if you have high cholesterol.
Bro.
You gonna die on my job.
At least Obama was healthy, bro. He was balling with.
Yeah, but dude, do you see how shitty he looked like after he got out of the office?
Bro, he was
like,
worn out.
It brings so much stress onto your life.
I'll hate, dude. You literally have to worry about the country.
Okay.
Imagine
one law you could change.
Yeah.
Real quick, one law you could change.
Bro, I don't.
If you were president.
Bro, obviously.
I know what you want to say, but let's not say drugs. Let's not say drugs.
Dude, one law can change. I really don't get caught up in the laws like that, so I really don't I really haven't thought about that for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what about you?
I don't know. Maybe driving age.
Driving age?
I'd increase it because some of these kids out here cannot drive.
Honestly, think so?
I'd increase it.
Think so,
dude? Because look. Right now in the state of Michigan, you can start training driving when you're 14 and 9 months. Nobody should be on the street at that age.
Honestly.
You can some kids are riding their bike still fucked up at that age. Like, they can't even ride their bike in a straight line, bro.
That's horrible.
But, like,
people.
So, yeah, I'd probably make it, 18. I'd make it 18.
18?
18? Yeah.
Isn't it 16?
19.
Yeah,
it's 16 right now.
Yeah.
I'd make it 18 at least.
I don't know. If I was a president, man.
Because especially when you're young, bro, you, sorry to cut you off, but,
no, it's good.
When you're younger, dude, you'll definitely want to try that car out more. You want to rev it and go fast.
When you first start
drive
reckless.
Trying
to go fast, bro. I don't know why.
Reckless driving is fun when you're young.
I hate it now. Ever since that first ticket.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I said just being president just seems like overall scary job, bro. Just imagine the first day on the job, bro. You wake up like, damn.
That's probably the easiest day.
The first thing that when it really sets in, bro, you're gonna dude, I actually have to take care of a country. Are you kidding me? You're gonna be.
I have to stop us from war.
You're gonna be in bed on the first day of you being in office. You're gonna be partly dozing off. Then you gonna that time where you forget to do your homework and you wake up instantly.
Oh shit.
That's how you gonna be when you in bed, bro. You're just gonna be just sitting there, just chilling.
Yeah, you're gonna sit there with your eyes closed.
It's gonna dawn on you, bro. You're gonna be all you're gonna just be just tripping, bro. I don't know, man. President's a scary job.
Anything that controls the fate of the country is fucked. Like, imagine the guy who like, because you know like Trump has the permission to like do nuclear war.
Right.
Imagine how much guts it fucking takes to be the guy that's like, all right, I'm pressing the button.
Do you think it's all real, bro?
Do you think
they give you the keys to the nukes, bro? Like, do you think that's when it gets like real? Like, dang.
Yeah.
I'm actually president.
Okay. I gotta go grab something real quick, but I want to ask you this real quick.
What up?
Do you think, honestly, in your honest opinion, because Trump's probably gonna get the 8 years, because that's what most presidents get. Do you think at any point he'll start nuclear war with anyone?
Nuclear war?
Yeah, like the threats with North Korea.
Oh well, nuclear war. I mean, like I don't know, like that's a hard decision because like I really don't keep up on like politics for real, but like I don't know, North Korea, they're a scary country, and dude, this dude really left me by myself. You left me with like no one to talk to, so I'm like, okay, what do I don't have like no one to feed off.
Is that really all you had to say? Was you don't know anything about politics?
No, you can't. That's when
I'm literally asking from like.
No, I'm about to tell you
what you
now.
know from Trump.
Now I got interaction. See, here we go. Now we can get in the nitty gritty. So you said the question was, do you think nuclear war is upon us when it comes to North Korea?
Do you think he would be No, not even just North Korea. At any point, do you think Trump's ego will get to him where he will want to... Because he's already... Didn't he do it with Syria where he launched missiles?
Oh, yeah. I think so, right? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he wants to. I don't know. I don't even think he wants to. I just think people think he wants to, but I feel like he has really not even on his mind half the time.
That's something you have to be really sure about. Because you're gonna end the world. You could end the world as we know.
I honestly don't even understand why we even have nukes because all it does is ruin our environment. And I'm not even on no hippie
honestly,
shit.
That's
I'm
just
like speaking the truth. Like
yeah,
that is bad.
It's not no hippie shit. Like I said, bro, technology, and there's some points where they just gotten too far where it's like, dude, this shit's scary. Like we could end our world at any point.
Yeah, like seriously.
Like this is ridiculous.
We have that many nukes.
I mean, even
aimed
it was
at each other.
Dude, think about this. When Hiroshima happened, fucking the bombs now are like 10 times as strong. You could knock off a whole country. Like if
we have hydro bombs nowadays.
Yeah, it's different.
Less radiation, but does more damage.
Like I don't know how it would work, but if like let's say if they launched a bomb at us, right, and it hit Texas, do you think it would hit us? Do you think like we would feel the effects of it?
Well, we don't even like.
I don't know.
Well, I feel like, dude, dude, it's crazy. We could feel the effects of it. If from Texas to Michigan, I don't know. No,
because I'm wondering, I'm just wondering, would it knock off our whole continent?
It all depends on the bomb, no, because they have different sizes. It's all different sizes. They have like, no, I'm talking about like literally
the big guns. They got the real shit.
Like different. They have seen like a whole like video on like different sizes, like nukes. Like like they measured the mushroom cloud and stuff, you know.
Oh man.
But like, yeah, bro, like,
dude, even now,
because like within a nuke is different zones. Like you have like the middle where it's like a quick flash, and if you look at that flash, you'll go blind even from like a long distance away. Yeah. And like they have like the second zone to where you'll get like just
I know, just like radiation zone. You got like
that's when you get zapped. Like you'll be like legit vaporized.
There's and then there'll be towns that are so radiated heavy that like everyone has to leave, you know.
Yeah, and they got the third zone to where you just get pushed. I think it's just a big force and everything just get pushed.
At some point, Kim Jong-un's gonna destroy what he's living on right now because
no, I feel
where they were testing it. They're already proving that this mountain they were testing a lot of the nukes off of, that it's fucking there's radiation underneath it. Like, dang, like they could already have fucked up their environment.
Right. Oh yeah, they definitely did. Because
they did a lot in the last year. They did like I forgot how many tests.
Pretty
like,
sure they're
at least 10, 20.
It's like a crisis of like their children from. No, that's actually in China. No, Japan. Their children in Japan are just like there's actually like a whole like thing. Hey, this actually intertwines perfectly what we're talking about. There's like a whole thing in Japan, right? All the way from when the first nukes was dropped in Japan from World War II. Yep. Kids are still suffering from today from radiation, like hardcore, because the family line.
Oh, from the family line. I thought it was still in like the air.
No, that's from like kids in our area. They're suffering our nuclear radiation that we dropped on them a while back.
Doesn't that make sense though? Because you're gonna have genetic defects. It's gonna take a while to get bred out of the the gene pool.
So all of them are like there's like literally whole orphanages full of like deformed kids
that are just messed up.
Yeah, from radiation.
Man, that's terrible.
Right? It's crazy.
Yeah, nuclear war should never get to that point. Like to even think that you wanted just to wipe out this whole city, like just fucking kill all these
World
kids.
War II was different. They did some fuck shit,
dude. I think people back then honestly were more heartless. Like,
oh yeah, definitely,
dude. You saw a dead body. Like people in that war. I'm not saying they were heartless. Let me just backtrack on that a little bit.
Japan was brainwashed, just like the other countries that was
like just to hate us.
Yeah, you know they're all brainwashed.
I think we were brainwashed to hate them as well.
Well, then again, I feel like we had a more valid reason to hate them.
There's a lot more love now. There's a lot more love for people now.
We love Japan now. You know, Japan's like they help us. You know, we help them.
Yeah, but yeah, like you were saying, just fucking.
Second one.
Yeah, but back then people would just see a dead body, you know, laying in one of the patches, and they would have to just move on. In war, that's why PTSD is so, you know, it's so real and it's so prominent in war because people will go see a dead body and then they're never the same.
Right.
They see their buddy that they were friends with for the whole time they were out in Korea. That was their best buddy, and they're in this hole dead. You know, blown up, and no one gave a fuck about it.
Right.
It just and that was another thing. You know, I'm gonna bring it all the way back. Psychedelics.
Right.
A lot of the time they'll tell people, "Hey, you should take something, and maybe it can help you get over your PTSD." Because, dude, PTSD, if you look into it, it's really fucked. Like, you can hallucinate and see your dead buddy from Nam.
Right.
Like it's nuts.
It's that deep, dude.
I know we've been going real deep on this one.
DMT,
we've been going deep,
dude. I'm telling you guys, do some research on DMT, man. You guys will literally learn something. It's a good watch. Like you just looking at documentaries and stuff.
It could be a medicine. That's what I think of it more as. It's medicine, like how we think of
it can be used
cannabis.
Like
we think of cannabis as a medicine. I don't know. I don't know if everyone thinks of it like that. But I think of it as long as you're not abusing it, it can be a very useful, you know, plant for you. It helps you relieve. It can help relieve muscle tension. It doesn't really help if you have like back problems and things like that, because I try to give my dad some medical marijuana rub.
Like the oil.
Yeah, the oil rub, and it works for me actually. It worked good on my shoulder, but I think I have a pinched nerve. He has like this. His discs are. What is it called when they're poking out? Like
I can't remember.
Yeah,
scoliosis.
No,
it's like on the spine, I think.
No, it's not scoliosis. But anyways, he has discs that are poking out.
Yeah, I got you.
And I put it on there, and he said, if anything, it made it worse. He felt it more.
He felt it more?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because for me, like, it opened up my muscles, kind of loosened me up.
Yeah.
It's more of a muscle thing. If you have... That's what's so bad. Our body deteriorates.
His like way different.
Our body can deteriorate so much over time, dude.
Oh yeah, it all depends on the lifestyle you work. If you're a working man,
he works factory.
Over
so
time,
makes
you're
sense.
just exactly like my dad, for example. He's a working man. Like it all depends on your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like if you're working digging ditches or building houses on for a living, doing like the dirty work. That's gonna take a war on you. Or if you're a CEO, obviously
you might be fat, but you'll be living good.
Some CEOs live healthier lifestyles, man. They actually care a lot about
they're worried about their longevity.
Because the thing about CEOs got way more time on their hands, bro. They be like getting all types of stuff. They do yoga, Tuesdays yoga.
Yeah,
and then they like to expand their skills. You know what I mean? Like
doesn't it
they live healthy lifestyles mentally and physically. You know what I mean? Like,
doesn't it aggravate you like a CEO or like someone who owns the business?
Right.
Like they can just never be there. Like how many times how many times you see like a store owner? How many times I never see anyone.
If you think about it though, they deserve that because they work for that lifestyle. You know what I mean?
But you would just think their life is so flooded with stuff, but it's not. It really isn't.
It is.
I mean, it is, but like it is to a certain degree. But after work, they can get away from it.
That's like with me and this fashion stuff, bro. Like once we get like settled, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like that's gonna be like the lifestyle, man. Like
more relaxed,
because like we're gonna be working on the stuff we love, like it's gonna be relaxed, but we're gonna be when we're working 24/7, it's gonna be on like our own craft. It's gonna be on the stuff we love, even when we're tired. At the end of the day, that's what we doing what we know we do best.
I wanted to bring that up too because that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I really hope we can do that for sure. Yeah, I hope we can pull it off. Fingers crossed, guys. But fucking, I don't know if celebrities and stuff, like really famous people, I don't know if they gotta work 24/7.
Nah,
like hell no. I was talking to Lendell Loco from last episode. We were talking about it, and he think Kanye pretty much is probably working every day. Dude, making music every day. Yeah. I don't think he is. Personally, if you ask me, I think a lot of these guys, they have stuff set up in advance. Like, he drops his merch. Boom. That's all you got to worry about for a few months.
I feel like he has his merch. The development of stuff.
He has a couple shows. Boom. He's making so much money off them shows. He doesn't have to tour like that.
But the thing is, though, I feel like this is how it goes. This is what I think how. Like, if we're talking about Kanye's lifestyle, like, we're going to... it obviously branches out in other
I mean, like, okay, let me put it more to like
Kanye's
this.
Lifestyle, okay. Since I kind of have, like, a way better understanding of that. Since that's what I keep up on. But it's like, I feel like he's like... When he has a project in line, I feel like it's like... He obviously he'll take a couple months obviously out of the year to develop that whole like thing. And obviously he'll take his long ass break, Yeah. And then work on the next project. I feel like that's how it's gonna be.
I feel like most creators can do that.
Because it takes so much. You're gonna put so much time. It's mentally straining. Like on an album. Making an album is hard.
Travis
it takes
Scott,
a lot of audio.
You know what I saw on Genius? Yeah. Travis Scott was telling the the writers or whatever on there that he was still working on stuff for ASTROWORLD on Thursday, the day it dropped.
These guys are in the studio 24/7, literally. Like Kanye,
when they're working on their music,
they'll be in there all day. It's crazy. That's
but then when they get their family break, they're really about that. They don't want to get messed with.
That's the life. That's the dream.
That's why I can understand when Kanye gets mad at this paparazzi, because when he has family time, he wants it to be family time.
Exactly.
Like, he's not always there, so when he wants to go on a walk for Kim, why would he want 10 people flashing pictures of him? Right? Hey, Kanye, so I heard you fucked Kim in the ass yesterday. How'd that go?
Like, what?
Wait, what? I mean...
How did you know about that?
How'd you know about...
Drops his phone.
Oh, sorry, guys, we were looking out your window.
This paparazzi drops his phone, he sees, like, a wallpaper of him, doing...
Him and Kim.
Like,
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. They're weird. Some of the paparazzi guys, I feel like they would be stalkers.
That's their lifestyle, though.
I feel like that they're paid to almost stalk people.
Like in GTA, like how they were stalking people. Like I feel like they do be on that.
They get the hit. They be like
that crazy, man.
They get the hit like, hey, if you guys can get a picture of Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner together, we'll give you that good rack.
Give you that good rack.
That good racker.
200 on the beat.
That's really how it be. I mean, I respect it to a point, but you're being very intrusive in people's lives.
Yeah, I feel like, dude, when you gotta want that lifestyle.
But I don't even think people want that. But I would respect, like, if someone tells me they don't want it, they don't want to take pictures anymore, why can't they respect it?
Yeah, like if you're a true friend, you're gonna respect it.
Not even friends, because these industry guys aren't your friends. But like
I meant to say fan.
Yeah, Justin Bieber Justin Bieber recently, he was getting asked about if he was having a baby with his girlfriend Haley Baldwin, and he basically just walked over to him and was like, "Dude, what's your problem? Like, you seem like a cool guy. This isn't what you should be doing, because." What person's job is it to just ask people about their life and try to get scoop on what's going on with them?
Yeah. Oh, so Justin Bieber actually walked up to this paparazzi guy and said, "Bro, what are you doing?"
And now after that, I would have said, "All right, Justin Bieber, you don't want to get recorded anymore. Fine with me." Yeah. Like you said, if you want that lifestyle, let it be known. If you're a model or something like Bella Hadid or something, go ahead. Yeah, but take a picture.
Feel like if you're a celebrity, if it's cool to be a celebrity and you get that attention every once in a while, but like, dude, people do, like, you're right. People be going crazy with that. I feel like
people want to live a normal life. I
wish people would should know when. I don't know. It's impossible to say this. But I wish people would just know when to give people space. Like, I wish everybody had that in tune in their brain to know when to give people space.
We're not. Nobody's linked together like that though.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
But we don't pick up social cues. I think.
Yeah, because once I feel like some people can you can tell when somebody's not feeling it, but
you ever have a person that gets way too close into your personal space,
right?
And they have no clue. They're looking up at you and you can see a booger hanging out their nose. You just bro, get out of my face, bro.
To that booger the whole time.
Yes.
You're talking, you're not even
Yes. People need to learn that there's this thing called a bubble. A bubble. And unless you're my homeboy and I'm giving you that, I don't want you there.
Yeah. But so we've been recording for a good.
Do we have anything else though, man? Because
really.
I'm liking this convo, bro.
Yeah, bro. I wanted to do, man. We gotta get.
Let's do one more. Do you got anything else?
But I want to talk about this brand, bro. You need to
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, this freaking when we go camping, bro, I want to take some pictures, bro. Get the people hype about the brand, you know.
We should do that idea. I was telling you about the campfire.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to do something, you know. You know.
Should we give the people any preview pictures before?
It's not going to be any pictures
not of the merch,
online, but it's going to be pre-made shirts just to like hype people, just to be like, you know what I mean? Like, and people like those
guys,
shirts.
we have some prototypes, but we're not gonna.
You know, I got one right here.
You know what? I think we're gonna take a picture of that.
Yeah, we're gonna
put that
I got
in.
Another
Yeah,
one. Yeah, I got another one.
We'll show you guys the prototypes, and if you guys like them, you should comment or tell us that you want
feedback, you know.
Yeah, that's what I really want, guys. Like the last one, we got a couple. Not the one with Billy, but we had a couple comments on the one before that with Clay.
For real?
Yeah,
I didn't
Clay.
see that one because I really didn't think people.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. Somebody enjoyed it.
Oh, for
they
real?
Said,
I gotta see that. I gotta see.
But guys, we appreciate anything. Like if you say we need to cut shit up and talk about something else, go for it. I mean,
working on visuals too.
We keep saying it, but we're not liars, guys.
We're not liars, bro.
So believe it.
We just life.
Hey,
life gets in the way.
Do research on DMT.
Off the wall signing out.